All right, guys, this is Emmett, the Alpha Builder. By the way, happy Father's Day, men. So, the next phase, the next phase of building a house, you almost, you punched out a lot of stuff. Um, you've figured out the finances as far as, you know, the final payments and things like that. At this point, you want to go ahead and get the warranty information together. So that's the next thing, because this warranty information is going to last for typically 1 year. Now, I offer my homeowners 7 years. I think in the state of Alabama, we have to offer them at least 7 years of warranty, because structurally, you actually have to hold that warranty structurally for the most. I think structurally and foundation, I think it's 7 years. You guys don't quote me on that, but I think that's the way it works. So you have to at least offer them 7 years. So what I do is, each additional year, um, you can add 1% of the cost of the house, and that's what it would cost the homeowner to extend it each additional year after that 1 year. So I go through and I kind of walk through things, and now punch item and cosmetic items is not going to be warranty. That's not going to be warranty stuff. They just don't like the way things look, things like that. That's not considered warranty, guys. But things that are considered warranties are, you have latent defects, and that's things that could go wrong, and it wasn't occurring, like a leak in the basement. It wasn't occurring at the time of when we did the punch out, and is apparent, later on, 6 months down the line. Also, now my painter, I go ahead and pay my painter up front to come in at the end, right before that 1 year is up. I have my painter, and this is part of their stuff. My homeowners, this is part of their whole deal. So they get their furniture in and things like that. My painter come in and things where like in the crown molding, with a sheetrock and stuff, like right here, baseboards right here. Sometimes these things right here, right there at the joints, they start to come loose because of humidity and things like that. Things, during humidity, it swells and shrink. And if it shrinks, you have a little gap there. I have my painter come back and handle that. Now, they're not going to do a whole touch up. They're not going to go ahead and repaint the walls and stuff. They're not going to do that. They're going to go through it. They're going to take care of those little items like that. So I go through and I kind of walk through, and things that, things I'm looking at, like, guys, we need to have, typically want my painters to put caulk there up under those thresholds. That kind of tightens up the house a little bit. And just little areas where you can see the little blue marks and things like that. Like I got a light switch. I don't know I know where it goes, but it's not dealing with another light. So those are things that I make the notes. And guys, what I do with my punch stuff, like we got this right here. This wasn't cut big enough for the vent. So, the flooring guys got to come back and cut that and do their thing. Now, I wasn't the guy that installed the hardwood floors. So the hardwood floors, that's the homeowners guys. And like, I didn't put blue tape on. They handle their, they can handle their stuff. So I just put stuff on the stuff that I got to get my guys to come back out here and handle, little things like this right here. So you want to go through and do the punch, guys. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. As a builder, this is for you builders out here. You only want to deal, when you're actually dealing with warranty and things like that, guys, you really want to deal with things that are attached to the house. Now, I didn't explain this to my homeowner on the front end. And I don't know, I don't know if they felt some kind of way on the back end, because things like screens is not, normally attached to the house. But that's something that you can take out and you can move. I only pretty much now things like this right here, these guys right here, that's the appliance people. So the appliance people are going to deal with that and things like that. This is why I typically don't, like, even if I'm doing a spec home, I don't put refrigerators in the house, because, the homeowner, and I've done that before, guys. I've done it one time, and most builders, they don't typically do that. Because what happened, I tell you what I did. I actually installed, I gave the homeowner to install the washer and dryer. So I installed those for them. I paid for it, and I installed them. These are things that's not connected to the house. You can move it. And when I installed it, I put them in, had my guys come in and put it in, and I actually put the washer in, and I know I put that tube inside of that thing with the drain tube for the dryer. I mean the washer. I put that down in there, and the homeowner, they won't tell me this, but I know what happened. They dropped something down there behind the washing machine. They moved the washing machine to get what they had to get. And, so it kind of came out, guys, but they had to get what they had to get, and then the little tube that stuck down in the drain tube for the washing machine came out, and they did a wash, and they got water all over the floor. They blamed me for it, and they said, "I don't know how to drain tube." You know, they was in the house maybe 2 months, had no problem, but all of a sudden it popped out. Okay. And then, you know, instead of me going back and forth with them, you know, I just went ahead and had my guys come over and fix it. So that was an experience that I had that, guys, you just don't want to, you know, things that are not attached to the house, i.e. screens, washing machines, dryers, refrigerators, ice makers and things like that. You know, I can't be responsible for those things. I would rather the homeowner install, you know, put those things in themselves. Especially on the screens, you know, if you put them in and I'll take them out, those screens are easily tear up. And I can't, I've had that before, even on like deck screens. Some people want to put screens on the deck. I usually wait till they get their furniture in and have my guy to come back over and put them in, because I've had major situation with those things. But you gotta explain these things, builders. You gotta explain these things up front so that there's not a surprise at the end. That was my lack of communication. I didn't explain that up front. So at the end, you know, they may say, "Well, I thought you were responsible for that." What was the other thing? Garbage disposals, especially on the septic tank. You know, I typically don't put those in as well, man, because the first thing that's going to go out on this is going to be that garbage disposal, guys. They're going to call you. These people going to lay down in the middle of the road when they see your car come by to come fix that garbage disposal. And then they stink, man. And then they just put a lot of stuff in there, and then you impact the septic system. It's a mess. So I typically don't mess with those guys. But you gotta explain these warranty things on the, you know, that, you know, like I said, guys, you gotta explain this on the front end. So we go through and I punch this bad boy out. Kind of put things, I let the homeowner come on and do their thing too, but I kind of put things that I need to handle. My subs, I have them come back, especially my painters, my cabinet people, have them come. I call everybody back up, guys. This is not gonna fall on me, guys. I mean, I've done my job. You know, for the most part, you have everybody come back out and do their thing and finish up what they finish up. Let that painter come back at the end, you know, because there's people still going to be kind of nipping and napping at things. So I probably have a cabinet guy to come on in and do their stuff. You know, guys, I go through and check all the windows out. I check everything that moves. I check those things out, man, to make sure. And guys, I can still miss things. I'm not perfect. Once again, guys, you know, if you expect me to be perfect, I get things wrong. So that's what you gotta come in and handle. So I just kind of walk through everything, make sure all the electrical stuff is working, turn all the lights on, flush all the toilets. I know the inspector came out and checked his, but he checked his at random. He just checked the random one, you know, in each room just to make sure the ground fault was working pretty good. But I check every last one of them. I go through every last one of them. I go ahead and fire up the stove, get the stove going. I run some hot water. I open up all the bottom of the cabinets to make sure we don't have any leaks. Make sure we got hot water. Make sure the pressure is pretty good. You got to go through. I open and close every window that's in this house. Every last one of them. So we go through and just make sure everything. And, you know, I have my little sheet here, man. I have a little sheet, little check sheet. We go through every room, everything. I check every cabinet doors, everything. Make sure they close. Make sure they close even. You know, you get all that stuff taken care of, man. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna. You got to make sure that stuff, everything is working properly. So that's what I do. That's what I handle. And geez, man, it actually looks pretty good. One thing that I got a remote control for that fan. So they got these fans, man, and they come with a remote control. And I try to turn them on. I mean, things like that. I don't know anything about that fan. So that's something that them and their fan person can figure out. The people that we got the lighting package from, they can figure that out. But me trying to figure out how to turn that thing on, I tried on my side, but I don't know how to. I think we're getting power. But now, if my electrician come out here and we're actually getting power to the fan, but we just can't get it on with the remote control, that's going to be something the lighting people would have to come in and handle that. The people where we got the lights from. And they're pretty good about it, man. I think that the people that they got their light package from, man, they're very savvy. They understand how all this stuff works. They've done things like this before. They've had issues like this before. It's not a big deal. We still got to get this. We got to get the vent cover up there, and the blower. We got to get all that in. So, guys, these are some of the things. I just want to do this quick video that you guys know kind of the next phase is going to be warranty. Once you get all that stuff done, homeowners, I would try to get it all done before they move in. Yeah, I would, before they move in or they start moving their furniture in, I would try to have all that stuff finished before they actually move in, because when they move in and they start bringing furniture in, that could some people like opportunity. I'm not saying that my homeowner's going to do that, but I've seen where people, they'll move their stuff in and they'll say, well, no, this right here's on our part. And I've seen people take the tape and move it. And, they take my tape, or they add more tape to it. And they was like, well, you put this up here. I know I didn't put it up there. Because they bumped against the wall or something. They were moving the bed in, and somebody bumped against the wall and messed something up. Now, I got to send my sheetrock girl out here, and she got to patch that up. And she's going to charge $150 per pop, per hole. So keep that in mind, builders and homeowners. But, that's the next phase. You get your warranty stuff going on, punch stuff, it's warranty, sign your warranty. Typically there's going to be a callback. There's going to be something that it's not going to work right, or something that you go out there and handle it. But if you did your job the way you should do your job as a builder, you're not going to have a whole lot of phone calls. You're not going to have a whole lot of them, especially if you saw this thing, you vetted this house during the entire process. You're not going to have too many problems, guys. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. And this is the way. Where do you go?